Welcome class. We are going to be working on electrical conductor, how to terminate them. And this is very important when you are working with low voltage, electrical motor controls, fire alarm systems. And because on those cases, you need to use terminal blocks, you need to use relay terminals to make the electrical connection properly. So the first part of the lab that I want to show you is how to extend, how to extend the length of any electrical conductor when we are working with low voltage. So we are going to use the boot connectors, this type, to extend. So I will be stripping 1 inch at one end, and then another inch at the other end. Okay, and we are going to start working with this, with this kind of electrical conductor. So the objectives for this lab, is describe how to make a good conductor termination, prepare cable ends for termination, demonstrate crimping techniques, and select the proper lug or connector. Terminate conductor using the selected crimping type. And also we are going to be using wire terminals and wire nuts. We are going to be using the fork type, and we are going to be using the spade. And I'll show you a practical application of this. So we need a flat screw, the tool that we need. We need a diagonal cutter, and we need a crimping tools with the crimping tool with the wire stripper section. This has both of them. We need also a knife. We are going to be using a knife, and we are going to need a 14 gauge electrical conductor. We are going to use wire nuts for this is yellow and red for 10 to 16 gauge. Okay, so the first thing that we are going to be learning is how to extend the length of electrical conductor when we are working on low voltage. So as I told you, I was using the wire stripper to remove 1 inch, almost 1 inch at one end, and I leave ½ inch, and the same on the other end. Okay, kind of ½ inch, a little bit less. And then what am I going to do is I will be inserting into the connector one end and use the crimping tool. And I use the other piece of wire at the other end to extend the length, which is the main objective. Okay. When we use this type of connector, so we need to make sure if the connector that we are using is for stranded or solid. Okay, so we are going to be making this 1/4 of inch. That should be making contact with the metal. same, okay, and then I use this, the crimping part, which is this, okay. Okay, and we are ready, okay, so, and that is the way that we extend the length of a piece of a segment of electrical conductor when we are working on low voltage using both connectors, okay, this type. The other application in which we need to use terminate a electrical conductor is when we are working on electrical motor control, for example, and we need to use wire terminals. Okay, so like fork or a space. Okay, so if that is the case, we need to do the same procedure. Okay, let me cut a piece of electrical conductor. This is gauge number 12, stranded. Okay, sorry, gauge number 14, stranded. So I will strip one end. Remove 1 inch. Okay, and then and I do the same at the other end in which I want to connect, terminate the other end. So in one end I will have a fork wire terminal, in the other end space. And I show you a practical application of this. So I will okay, so when you are terminating an electrical conductor, this is the proper way. So the plastic insulation should be inside of the plastic insulation of the wire terminal, and the copper on the electrical conductor should not exit this part. Okay. Other than that, we take the risk to have a loose contact. Like this. And I will be using the crimping tool and then on the other end I will use the fork. Also, the wire terminal come from different gauges. So these are for gauge 14-16. And the same procedure. We cut a little bit, okay. I need to make sure that there is not copper wire outside of the insulation material on the connector, also on both ends, neither on this nor on the other end, to make sure that we have a good connection. Right there, look. So now I use the crimping tool. Also, the crimping tool has indicated over here the gauge, if it is 12 to 18, also 22 to 18, 16 to 10. Okay. and the wire stripper section as well. So in this case, one end is terminated with the fork and the other end with the space. So a practical application is right here, okay? So I need to interconnect one end of the relay, contactor from the relay, and the other end goes to the terminal block, like this. If that is the case, I need to terminate this. So let me make a close-up so you can see the practical application of this. Right here, okay? So this is one terminal, and this is the other one. This is fork, this is a space, and this is a contactor, okay? So the other application that we have, application of the splicing is this, okay, using wire knot. For example, if I have on the same electrical conductor, this one, and I want to let me cut another piece. So in this case, I can use this long nose or alignment, okay, to create this, the connection, and then a wire knot, okay, like this. I tight the wire knot, make sure that it's making a good contact, and then I test it on this way, okay. So this is the lab, Unit 1, Day 2. Unit 1, Day 2, low voltage, and learning how to terminating electrical conductors when you are working on low voltage. Thank you.